How Mark boosted conversions with a landing page. Before we start, take a minute to subscribe to our free newsletter. The link is in the pinned comment. Mark Benson had been chasing the dream of online success for years. He had tried every marketing method under the sun, blogging, social media, and paid ads, but nothing seemed to stick. Just when he was ready to throw in the towel, he stumbled across an underground forum where marketers whispered about the power of solo ads. The stories were hard to believe, people growing their email lists by the thousands overnight, all thanks to a well-crafted email sent to someone else's list. But what intrigued him even more were the tales of high-converting landing pages, the secret ingredient that turned curious clicks into committed subscribers. Mark knew he had to give it a shot. The next morning, Mark decided to take the plunge. He found a reputable solo ad provider, wrote up his email, and waited. Within hours, the traffic started pouring in. His heart raced as he watched the numbers climb, but that excitement quickly turned to disappointment. Out of hundreds of visitors, only a handful signed up. What had gone wrong? It was then that he remembered a piece of advice from the forum. The landing page is where the magic happens. It was clear that his landing page wasn't doing its job. Mark decided he needed to dig deeper and unlock the secrets of creating a landing page that truly converted. That evening, Mark scoured the internet searching for answers. He stumbled upon an article titled, "Boost Conversions. Build a Killer Landing Page for Solo Ads." The introduction caught his attention. The landing page is the moment when you turn curious visitors into leads or customers. Get it right, and you'll see your list grow like never before. He felt a shiver run down his spine. This was what he needed. The first lesson was about understanding his target audience. Mark had always tried to appeal to everyone, thinking that a broad approach would cast the widest net. But the guide emphasized that he needed to build a detailed customer persona, a fictional character that represented his ideal buyer. He pictured him, an ambitious entrepreneur struggling to find time for everything, desperate for a solution that would make his life easier. It was clear now. Mark had to tailor his landing page to speak directly to his audience's needs. The next step was crafting a compelling headline. Mark's original landing page had a generic headline that read, "Get more leads fast." But the guide emphasized the need for a headline that promised a clear benefit and resonated with the audience's pain points. Inspired, Mark wrote a new headline, "Save 10 hours a week with this simple marketing hack." It wasn't just catchy. It spoke directly to the struggles of his ideal customer, promising him a solution to his time management woes. The guide also stressed the importance of an engaging sub-headline to support the main headline. Mark added, "Discover how to streamline your business and free up your time. No tech skills needed." For the first time, he felt like he was speaking directly to his audience. Next came the call to action, CTA. The article couldn't have been clearer. Your CTA is where you tell your visitors what to do next. Be direct. Mark had buried his original CTA halfway down the page, hidden among walls of text. No wonder his conversion rates were so low. This time, he placed a bright, bold button right at the top of the page, just below the headline. It read, "Get instant access now." He felt a thrill as he stepped back to admire his work. The CTA wasn't just clear, it was impossible to miss. The guide then moved on to persuasive copy. Mark realized he had been focusing too much on the features of his product, listing all the bells and whistles instead of showing how it could transform his audience's life. He rewrote his copy, shifting the focus from what his product did to how it could help. Instead of, "Our tool has advanced analytics and customizable templates," he wrote, "Track your progress effortlessly and create stunning campaigns without the headache." It was as if the guide had opened his eyes to a new way of thinking, one that prioritized the visitor's experience over his desire to sell. Mark wasn't done yet. The guide emphasized the power of visual elements and social proof. He knew his page looked dull and lifeless, so he added high-quality images that illustrated the benefits of his product. He also included a short video explaining how his solution could save time and boost productivity. To build trust, he featured testimonials from real customers, including quotes like, "This tool transformed my business. I've never been more organized." It wasn't enough to claim his product worked. He needed proof. The final lesson was about designing the landing page itself. Mark learned that a clean, simple layout was essential. He stripped away unnecessary distractions, ensuring the headline, copy, and CTA were the focal points. He also checked the page on his phone, making sure it was mobile responsive. He could feel the excitement building as he realized how much smoother and more engaging his landing page had become. The guide ended with a warning about the importance of page load speed. Mark ran a quick test and found that his page was taking far too long to load. He compressed his images, removed unnecessary scripts, and retested. It was faster now, and he knew it would make a difference. Finally, it was time for the moment of truth. Mark ran another solo ad campaign, directing traffic to his newly optimized landing page. This time he watched with bated breath as the numbers climbed. First, 10 visitors, then 50, then 100. As the traffic continued to flow in, he braced himself for the disappointment he'd felt before. But it never came. Instead, he saw signups pouring in at an astonishing rate. He had gone from a meager 5% conversion rate to nearly 30% in just one night. Mark couldn't believe his eyes. It was as if the guide had handed him a key that unlocked the door to a treasure he'd been searching for all along. But just as he celebrated his victory, a new email appeared in his inbox. The subject line read, "You've taken the first step, but are you ready for the real challenge?" Mark opened it, heart pounding. The message was simple. There's always room for improvement. Are you ready to test and optimize further? A chill ran down his spine as he realized that this journey wasn't over. He had only scratched the surface, and there were deeper secrets yet to uncover. If you're ready to create your high-converting landing page like Mark, subscribe to our free newsletter. The link is in the pinned comment. Your journey to mastering solo ads starts now.